Hello everybody, it's Sab. Welcome back to the channel. We're really back and at it in the clinical side of things. I have a shift in less than an hour, but since my bag was packed and ready to go anyway, I thought now would be a good time to do an updated what's in my bag, specifically my on-call bag edition. So there are some shifts like in internal medicine or in pediatrics where we're supposed to stay overnight in the hospital for any issues on the ward or if we need to do any consults in the emergency room, for example, and we don't get to go home and we have to sleep in there. So there are a lot of things that I bring to survive the night as best as I can. And before I start my shift today, I wanted to go through some of the things that I bring for those overnight shifts. So with the backpack itself, this is my favorite thing ever. This is the North Face Recon backpack. The best thing about it is that it's so multifunctional. It has so many pockets. It can fit so many things. It has the perfect number of compartments. This has gotten me through half of clerkship so far, and I love it. Here in the front, we have Ricky the Rain Frog. He has been a great source of support. Whenever I'm stressed, I just give him a little squeeze, and he's been wonderful and always there for me. Here on the side, I have my Awala water bottle. It's important to stay hydrated throughout the shift. And I have this over here. She's got a bit of a dent in her, but we love her all the same. Now let's get into what's in the bag, starting off with the very front compartment. I've never been a neat or organized person. If you've seen any of my previous vlogs, you'll see that my room is constantly a mess, and that's also reflected in what's inside my backpack, unfortunately. So I didn't want to glamorize this for you. This is genuinely what's in my bag. Let's see what's in here. I always have a little pack of tissues in case I need to blow my nose or something like that. How cute is this bear one? Oh, cute. I have a little Touchland hand sanitizer because, well, now that I'm in pediatrics, everybody has influenza, everybody has RSV. And since I use hand sanitizer so frequently, my hands get so dry, and I also have eczema. So I like to have the L'Occitane en Provence dry skin hand cream. I'm running low. I want to swap over to the Aesop one, but let's get through this one first. And it's nice because when I'm with the residents or other med students, they always see this and ask for some because all of our hands are chronically dry. So I like to have a little hand cream. Okay, my recent obsession that's bordering on being unhealthy is my Tic Tacs. I eat like 12 a day. They're so good. Like, I don't think they even do anything for your breath, but they just taste really good. You guys know, is it Freud's? No, it's not Freud. Erickson? Whatever. Those stages where you have like the oral fixation phase. I don't think I ever got past them because of how much I like to suck on these. Next thing that I have is my hospital badge over here. I'll show you the back of it. I can show you this and that I'm a med student. I like to wear mine kind of over here, and it's on these pulley lanyard things so I can beep, beep, beep onto the doors or onto the computer system. This is me constantly checking the time because I gotta go after this. I have a singular piece of gum. Sometimes, especially on my early shifts, I like scarf down breakfast and then my breath stinks, so I like to have gum on the go. I have a whiteboard marker for some reason in case that's ever necessary. I have a baby blue Sharpie that I've also never used. I've got my keys, important stuff. What else do I have in here? I have another piece of gum. I gotta put these together. And then I have two different lip balms. This is my favorite. This is the Ole Henriksen Pout Preserve Peptide Lip Treatment. And this is in the strawberry flavor. And then I also have our good old favorite Aquaphor with sunscreen in it as well. I like to keep my lips moisturized. I do a lot of talking, both, you know, in and outside of the clinic, and I like to keep things moisturized. I think that's everything in the front pocket. Now let's go through the main compartment here in the middle, and the first thing that you're gonna see is my overnight bag, which is unreasonably large, and everyone always clowns me for it, but let's go through that first. So this is a Merit bag that came with one of the PR that they sent me, which is so insane. It just knots like this, and I like how it's very easy to throw stuff in, and you can just carry it on the go. So this is my overnight bag. Oh, this is so gross. Let me just clean up some of the hair in here. This is my hairbrush. It's from Dry Bar. Everyone's gonna think that I'm so dramatic. Sometimes my hair gets really tangled, guys, and I like to be able to brush my hair, especially when I'm in my call room and I get paged and I wake up from a nap and my hair looks like a rat's nest. I want to be able to brush it. So I have a comb. I have 2 different types of face masks, and which you may think that I'm ridiculous, but I've used these when I'm on call. When I'm very lucky and I have a little bit of time to myself in between pages and in between consults, I like to have a little face mask. This one's from Miniso. This is the Rotora collection superfruit mask. And I also have a more low-key option, which is just these under eye masks that I get from Amazon. It's nice to have little luxuries when you're so miserable in your call room, and maybe it's over the top. I don't mind. I also like to have a little microfiber cloth that I use every day to dry my face because I don't want to use the ones that they provide. So I bring my own. I have these little hair clips, so when I brush my teeth and I wash my face, I can get my hair out of the way. I have the little Aquaphor, but I also have the big Aquaphor in case my lips are dry, in case my elbows are dry, I've got cracking anywhere else. You'll see that a big theme of a lot of this is that I like to stay moisturized, especially in the cold Canadian winter. Girl, we got a lot to go through. Let's speed run through this. Okay, I also have a headband. I don't know why. Things to get my hair out of the way when I'm in my room charting or, you know, I'm washing my face overnight. I have all of my skincare. I have Retinol 0.2% emulsion from The Ordinary. I have my Naturium multi-peptide moisturizer to keep my face moisturized. I have my face wash, which is this travel size CeraVe hydrating cleanser one. Some fun products, I have the Glow Recipe PHA BHA toner, as well as the Niacinamide Dew Drops. I don't get to use all of these, but it's nice to have. I just carry this wherever I go, so it's not always that I have time to use all of it, but c'est la vie. For some reason, I have 2 pieces of Oral-B floss. I have my little travel size toothpaste. I have this fun little toothbrush that folds into itself like that, keeping things sanitary. I have my Kerastase hair oil. That isn't too scented, which obviously you don't want scents in the hospital, but I like to have my hairbrush. I like to have my hair oil in there, a little bit of mouthwash so my breath doesn't stink. I have this whole body deodorant because, once again, my 2 fears, being unmoisturized and dry and being stinky. So I have a lot of ways to try and combat that as much as possible. I have this little tab of Tylenol in case my head inevitably starts hurting or I'm not feeling good while I'm on call. And then the last thing, probably the most ridiculous one, is my The Ordinary 100% rose hip seed oil and my gua sha. I've been gua shaing every single night for over a year now. It's just become a habit. I don't even know if it does anything, but at this point it's a very soothing practice for me. So that was everything in my overnight bag. Yes, a lot of these things are unnecessary, but you know what? It's such a treacherous experience sometimes having to be on call that I will take anything if it makes me feel better or make that experience that much better for me. Let's keep going with what's in the main compartment. Okay, so when I first got my stethoscope, I would use this case to protect it. I've gotten to the point in my med school career where I just throw her wherever I can. So this is my stethoscope. This is a Cardio Littman 4, I believe. It's in the fun green color. You've seen it a lot in my videos. And then I don't know if you're able to see it. Can you see that my name's engraved in it? That's me. So stethoscope. I'll keep that up because I'm going to be using it in my shift. And then the next thing that I have, that I don't know if a lot of people do. I heard that most people just sleep in their scrubs, which makes sense because we don't get to sleep for long, but I still like to change into pajamas sometimes. So I have this home stretch t-shirt from Aritzia and this Oakenfort stretchy kind of crepe fabric pants. And then if I feel like I'm going to be able to sleep through the night, I change into these and I try and get some shut-eye. But a lot of people just sleep in their scrubs. I just don't find it that comfortable, or as comfortable as my pajamas are. So I like to bring my pajamas with me. Obviously, the cursory Lululemon bag that we all use as lunch boxes. I always make sure that I have snacks, a full meal, and everything when I'm on call because I get hungry. And when I get hungry, I become unpleasant, which is not something that you want when you're already in the unpleasant environment of being in call. So I always make sure that I have my full meal. I have little dips and little snacks. I've recently been getting into these Core Power proteins so I can hit my protein goals for today while drinking chocolate milk, and that's a lot of fun. And typically I have more snacks than this, but it all goes in this little Lululemon bag. Also just crumple up some extra pair of scrubs that I throw in here in the bottom in case I need it. This brings us to the very back where I have my laptop. Beautiful, beautiful, in case I need to do extra work on the side. And then finally, you guys have seen this before in my other what's in my bag, and that is my little case that holds all of my chargers. So, you know, we're staying there overnight. Obviously, my devices die. Okay, so in here, I have a phone charger, my laptop charger, and also my Apple Watch charger, which I always have on me. And then as well as the little adapter thingies here on the other side as well. All right, and that is everything that's in my backpack, overnight call edition. It's pretty reasonable overall. You know, I got a stethoscope, I got a laptop, I've got food, and I've got my overnight bag. You know, not pictured in there is a willingness to learn, a will to live, a positive attitude, and that's all you need to survive call. I hope this gives some insight to you guys. If any of you are starting med school or you're starting, you know, any kind of clinical practice that requires you to be in the hospital overnight, I hope this gives a little bit more information about the things that I bring and what things that you might want to bring in your bag. So if there's anything that you think I'm missing, or you think that this is ridiculous and I don't need most of this stuff, sound it off in the comments below. I'd love to read it. So yes, that was pretty much it, and I need to leave now because my shift is going to start soon and I probably shouldn't be late to that. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. What else? You know what I mean? Yeah, okay. Okay, perfect. So that works. So one side will be the specialty drink cocktails, and then the other side will be trip experiences. Yeah.